6 a.m. headlines. 2 people are dead, 3 others injured after a fight at an Oklahoma City restaurant escalates to a shooting. I'm Robin Marsh. The latest from investigators on that deadly confrontation.
Why do so many inmates die behind bars? Coming up, a new study looks to uncover cases of abuse and neglect that lead to those deaths. I'm Lacie Lowry. How families who lost a loved one can now join the study. Plus this.
Well, we're right in the middle of America. Who would have thought that a sport that began in the Alps of Europe would make it here?
I'm Colby Thelen. It is a big week here in Oklahoma City. Athletes from 50 countries will compete in the Canoe Slalom World Championships beginning today. We have a live report from River Sport ahead.
Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Good Monday morning, 6 a.m. to start your day. And every time I see the video from the slalom, I'm like, that looks really nice.
Looks really refreshing.
And cool, right? There you go.
I'd like to participate.
Absolutely. All last week, we knew this day was coming and this week, and it was like, gosh, if you could just bottle up those cooler temperatures.
Ooh, we would definitely be happy about that.
Cracking them open today.
Boy, it's going to be great to see all these Olympic athletes, hopefuls, right here in Oklahoma City at River Sport. Lacie, I mean, they're watching the forecast for sure as well.
Yeah, and going to stay hydrated. That's the big thing. Being near a body of water, that's what you want to do. There are so many folks, not just that are going to be, of course, competing today, but so many Okies that are going to be heading down to River Sport to watch the action. Have the sunscreen handy, have the sun hat ready to go. I'm telling you, it's one of those days. You got to find ways to beat the heat. Otherwise, heat exhaustion or even serious heat stroke could set in. It is already bright out there this morning. The sun comes up officially in 30 minutes, and just get ready. We're going to be heading to 99 degrees, up to 102 tomorrow. Several days this week, we either flirt with 100 or we get slightly above. So we're going to add to our 100-degree count. The area lakes are going to be places you can head, of course, to beat the heat. Many of the area lakes are still above average in the northeast. Arcadia is up about a half a foot, pretty close to normal. All the red that you see on the map, below average lake levels where the drought rages on, and we're not adding any more water to things today. We are staying dry. Skies are currently clear. It is beautiful, and it is 72 degrees at Will Rogers. No heat index yet. That's going to be a factor as we head through the day. You're stepping out into the lower and mid 70s, 77 in Ponca, 72 in Clinton, 72 in Ardmore. Afternoon temperatures into the upper 90s. Just get ready for it and feel like temperatures will be even hotter. Now, the heat dome is overhead, but it weakens. We're also watching a tropical storm, guys. Bertha is developing in the Gulf. How could that impact Oklahoma? Your full forecast is coming up.
Lacie, thank you. 2 people are dead, 3 others wounded after a fight at a southwest Oklahoma City restaurant, Dos Cinco, escalated into a shooting.
Yeah, detectives tell News 9 multiple people were taken into custody. This all played out at Southwest 25th and Robinson. News 9's Brianna Brown joins us live from police headquarters with the latest on the investigation. Brianna?
Robin, Oklahoma City police say what started as a fight inside Dos Cinco Mexican restaurant quickly turned deadly after multiple shots were fired. We have video of what that scene looked like just around midnight on Sunday near Southwest 25th. Police say that 5 people were shot and transported to local hospitals. They say that 1 person died on the way to the hospital and another person died due to their injuries just hours later. In a statement, Dos Cinco says in part, our security team conducted security screenings at the entrance. However, firearms were somehow brought into the establishment, and we're doing everything possible to prevent a tragedy like this from happening again. According to police, multiple people were taken into custody, but no suspect information has been released. We'll keep you updated here live at police headquarters. Brianna Brown for Oklahoma's Own News 9.
All right, Brianna, thanks for the update. News 9 will be speaking with police, learning the condition of the remaining victims. That information will be coming this morning on our website, news9.com, and the News 9 app.
A professor here in Oklahoma launches the Jail Death Accountability Project to investigate jail deaths across our state. Tulsa law professor Matt Lampkin announced his new study the very same day the Oklahoma County Detention Center reported the death of inmate Dancing Feathers White Crow. Court documents show White Crow possibly died from a fentanyl overdose, but the medical examiner hasn't released an official cause. Professor Lampkin says this is an issue taxpayers should be concerned about.
The situation in Oklahoma County, I'm not sure if taxpayers understand the scale of this problem. because there's a whole pipeline of inmates who have died, the 60 who have died since 2020. Many of those, the county is going to have to pay substantial sums on.
The Tulsa professor is now asking families who had a loved one die in jail, a county jail or a city jail, to submit information for this study. There's the email address. You can send your information to tips@jaildeaths.org.
A high-profile Stillwater rape case involving Jesse Butler is back in the spotlight because his insurance company argues it is not liable to pay his victim any damages. The family of one of Butler's victims sued him, saying that he sexually assaulted and strangled her in 2024. They're asking for at least $75,000 in damages. Now State Farm is arguing Butler's, quote, homeowner insurance policy doesn't cover for bodily injury that was done criminally and intentionally. Butler has a review in court on August 3rd.
It is 6:06. Cleanup continues following that 4th of July windstorm. Norman residents who live on private roads have through today to request debris removal. Crews will now work 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., 7 days a week, just trying to speed up the collection. They had so much damage. So far, crews have removed more than 7,000 cubic yards of tree debris.
Your time now 6:06, a quick check of traffic for your morning drive. You're taking a live look on the Lucky Star Skycam network. We are breaking daylight, and there's a live look at Northwest Expressway right at Lake Hefner Parkway. That's our Integris camera. Traffic is starting to pick up, but so far everything's looking good. We'll check some more traffic cameras in the next 10 minutes.
Hey, here's your chance to see some of the 2028 Olympians because they are here in Oklahoma City as the ICF Canoe Slalom World Championship begins today out at Riversport OKC.
So much excitement building around this. Hundreds of athletes from around the world are here in Oklahoma City looking to earn ranking points. It's their first step toward an Olympic medal. Let's go to Kylie Dedman. She joins us live at Riversport this morning with a preview of the tournament. Kylie?
Colby, Robin, good morning. I'm on Athlete Watch. I haven't seen any athletes come into Riversport OKC quite this early yet, but I have seen a couple of Riversport OKC employees, so they're coming in, they're making their way in, trying to finish any last-minute touches here and there before the events kick off this morning. This is so exciting for Oklahoma and Oklahoma City. If you already have tickets for the Olympics canoe slalom events, or maybe you're curious what exactly canoe slalom is before you buy your tickets, well, this event this week is perfect for you. This is where you can see that Olympic caliber competition up close before the games arrive in 2 years. Over the next several days, athletes from all over the world will be here, and they're expected to compete in the 2028 Olympics as they battle for qualification in the next Summer Games. Organizers say this week's World Championship is the most significant ICF event outside of the Olympics. Michael Burns, the president of Team OKC for the Olympics, says hosting this event is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Those really help us build momentum, those to kind of continue to elevate the excitement of what it means to have the most elite athletes in our community, executing with precision their sport in some of the best venues in the world.
Organizers say the event demonstrates the city's ability to stage international competitions while introducing visitors from around the world to Oklahoma. If you're interested in coming out to Riversport OKC to see the canoe slalom events, then you can either do a single day ticket or you can also buy passes for the entire week. The events kick off this morning at 9 a.m. You're not going to want to miss it. Of course, we'll be live at 9 a.m. to show you everything that's going on to start off the competition week. Reporting live here at Riversport OKC, Kylie Dedman, Oklahoma's own News 9.
All right, Kylie, thank you. Certainly proud of the venue we have right here in our backyard. By the way, the competition runs today through Saturday. Introducing athletes from around the world to Oklahoma into Oklahoma summers. We're finding out pretty quickly.
At least they're water sports, right?
Yeah, so they can keep their cool.
That's right.
There you go. Wishing them all the best in the competition, and what a way to celebrate these athletes and everything they've been working for.
It's also a great way for our state and our city to learn more about these canoe events in case you're not familiar with it, and that's okay. Start studying now because it's coming to the Olympics in 2 years.
So exciting.
Yeah.
It's a chance for all of us to warm up a little bit.
There you go.
It's warming up outside, certainly. Let's turn to Lacey. She's in the Bob Mills Weather Center. Lacey, OKC, I don't even want to say warming up. It's brutally hot.
It will be very, very hot as we head through the next several days, guys. So these athletes that are competing today, do I understand correctly, the ones that place high will be back in 2028, right?
Well, you're building points. You're trying to make it to the Olympics.
Yes, absolutely. And how cool for some of them.
Yes, you might see some of these come right back in 2 years.
So start picking out your favorites, learn the names. Today's the day to head down to River Sport or head to areas where you can get in the water for a little bit, that's for sure. Maybe you are headed to the World Championships today. Temperatures are starting already in the 70s, the 80s. We'll be in the upper 90s this afternoon. Heat index value about 104. Coming up in full weather. How hot? Tomorrow's like their hottest day of the summer so far, but we do have a weak cold front. Cools us off a few degrees before storm chances go up this weekend. That's coming up.
Oh, and did you see it? Match. It's coming up next on 9.
But first, SEC Media Days begin today, and OU takes center stage on day 1. Which players you'll be hearing from today, answering questions from the media? That's next.
Excited to share with you this week coming up on my podcast In the Spotlight. I'm introducing you to an Edmond entrepreneur who's making her mark around the world. It's Sharina Perry. She's the founder of Utopia Plastics. Her company turns plants into plastic products that really we use every day. It's now a global company, and Sharina knew at a young age she would make her mark on the world.
Our logo, I drew out today, the tree. I drew that. That was our country symbol.
Wow.
If we did things
How
God's
old were you
way,
when you did this?
I was, I want to say I was probably 6 or 7 years old.
Oh my
and
goodness.
I was studying, and I remember telling my parents when I was preteens and they had shared it with me that Utopia was going to change the world by the time I was 50.
And it has. How did she do it? She shares the story. Don't miss our conversation. It will be out this Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. on Oklahoma's own YouTube channel. There's the QR code that'll take you right to that conversation, and I hope you'll be watching.
Pretty fascinating. Plants into plastic.
Yeah, it's all plant-based. She said it came from the ground that God gave us, and she really came up with a great idea. She has patents that are used all around the world, and she's right from Edmond, Oklahoma.
There you go. Can't wait to hear it.
Talk about running down a dream. When you know what you want to do that early.
That
in life.
early, yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do.
Yeah, I want to be her when I grow up, right?
How are we looking this morning?
It's already warm, guys, but nothing compared to where we're headed. In fact, this is one of our coolest mornings we'll have in the next several days.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Hey.
I know. Enjoy it. It's just kind of all uphill from here. Last week was amazing. We had cloud cover, rounds of rain, not for everybody, but for most, and below average temperatures. We're switching things over completely now. We're starting off in the 70s, already in the mid-upper 70s as we get near the 8 o'clock hour. By noon, 92 and 99 degrees this afternoon. We have made it to 100 one time so far this summer, and that was back on the 4th of July, and it's going to be very close to 100 several days this week. And if your air temperature doesn't get there, your heat index will. So this map just shows you the dangers to the heat today. Remember, heat is the #1 killer on average across the United States. Not tornadoes, not hurricanes, not lightning, not flooding even. It is heat, okay? So take it seriously, hydrate up, and just make sure you're taking plenty of breaks if you work outdoors. Today, 102 to 108 on average for the zone, highlighted in red, kind of some of those areas closer to even 110 in spots. And the heat build, it's not just Oklahoma, it's all the way up into portions of South Dakota, back over to Iowa, all the way back down into Mississippi. Dangerous levels, so heat alerts, heat advisories, excessive heat warnings in effect, just to give folks the heads up. Now, it's going to be hot, but have we been here before? Absolutely. Okay, this is really kind of typical for Oklahoma. The last couple weeks of July, early August, usually our hottest on average, and we're not breaking records, Oklahoma, not even close to records most days, even though your 9-day is a hot one. Dry across the state now, skies are clear. It is a beautiful morning. Winds are light in our Lucky Star Skycam network. We're still about 15 minutes away from the sun coming up above the horizon. We're sitting at 72. Now the humidity's up. It's about 93% after the rain that we had off and on last week. There's still that moisture in the low levels of the atmosphere, and it is steamy. You can kind of see a little bit of that haze on a few of our cameras across the region. region. 76 in Stillwater. It's 70 in Apache. Washington sitting at 70. Sulphur 71. Chandler 75. 76 in Fairview. It's a hot 78 in Buffalo. Winds are 5 to 10, and in many areas winds are calm. The winds stay fairly light over the next several days. Now this is telling you the temperatures over the next few days, and then I put the heat index behind it. So by 10 a.m. it'll be 87, but it'll feel like 92. It'll already feel like 100 by 1 o'clock, and we'll top out about 104 degrees later today. 100 in Ponca, 100 in Clinton, 99 in Ardmore, and that south breeze is about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So as you're heading to the areas that you're going to have to find ways to beat the heat, like pools today, have the sunscreen with you. And if you're going to be working outside, man, a big hat to kind of help shade you. That's a good thing to do because the UV index is also going to be extreme on a day like today with very little in the way of cloud cover. The heat dome is the big ridge that we watch. It's kind of like a big bubble, okay? And underneath it, you get sinking air. Around it, the flow is clockwise, and that's the main jet stream, and that's the storm track. That's where the storms and the rain chances are. Notice we are under the middle of the thing, and that's not where you want to be. It does move, though, away from us, and we'll start to introduce some rain chances in the next several days. What we're also watching closely is going to be right now the next named storm, only the second named tropical storm of the season, which will be Bertha, most likely getting the name later today. And how big and bad will Bertha be? Well, most of the impacts stay out over the water. We will have some rainstorms along the Gulf Coast. If you do have vacation plans along the Gulf Coast this week, this thing is moving from the east back to the west, being pulled around the heat dome, making landfall in New Orleans, somewhere in Louisiana near New Orleans, coming up Wednesday afternoon, likely staying a tropical storm, not a hurricane. For Oklahoma, the heat dome's the story, but we don't stay directly under it for very long. We get a weakness coming in by the end of the week. Friday night into Saturday, some rain and storm chances. Still hot this weekend for sure, but we'll start to introduce more clouds and possibly even a chance for some rain and cooler temps as we head towards the end of the month, around July 29th and 30th. That's when things really start to shift for us, at least for a couple of days. Tonight we're in the 70s, just hot. Tomorrow's likely the hottest day of the summer so far. 102 in Oklahoma City, 103 in Ponca, 104 in Altus, and the heat index will range from 105, possibly as hot as 115 in eastern Oklahoma tomorrow. Wednesday, 99, 98 on Thursday, 98 Friday, and there's that thunderstorm chance. It's slight Friday night into Saturday. Between now and then, guys, it's about the drought and the heat. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Lacey, thanks. 6:20 right now. Let's see how we're doing on our morning drive. Taking a live look on the Lucky Star Skycam network, the Broadway extension this morning, our American Fidelity camera. So far, things moving along smooth, though traffic is picking up. No major wrecks on interstates that are going to slow you down, but buckle up and drive safe on a Monday morning.
SEC Media Days start today, and OU takes the stage first. The 4-day event is being held in Tampa this year. This is basically for players and coaches to answer questions from the media, to get personal interviews, and we'll be hearing from head coach Brent Venables and quarterback John Mateer, as well as offensive lineman Eddie Pierre-Louis and defensive lineman Taylor Wine, all later this morning.
Oh, man, the Thunder with a Sunday shocker. The team announces Lou Dort is being traded to Atlanta. The reason why, coming up next.
Welcome back. The big shakeup yesterday. The Thunder trade Lou Dort to the Hawks. It was part of a 3-team deal where OKC will receive 3 second-round picks in return. Dort will now be with his former teammate, though, Aaron Wiggins. And by trading Dort, Wiggins, and Isaiah Joe, the Thunder actually shed over $220 million in payroll. You hate to hear the business side of it, but that's the way it is. Lou Dort headed to Atlanta.
It's money moves, and Sam Presti is the best out there, so you got to trust the process. But it's just sad.
Well, he just signed the contract, Lou did, so I thought, okay, he's
okay. We got him.
He's safe. Nope, not so.
Not the case.
Lacey, what do you have for us this morning?
Oh, man, I'm still heartbroken over that because you really thought, okay, now we know. We
good.
got the team. We got everything figured out. And ugh.
Oh, man.
It's changing for sure. Guys, this picture's so stinking cool. This is a piebald deer in Edmond. Okay, so in northern Oklahoma County, southern Logan County, we get so many pictures of white deer. They're not albino. Sometimes they have white spots. Sometimes a leg is white or part of their back is white. But this is a young buck, and he's got a little brown there around his ears. Just amazing colors. Looks like a unicorn walking through the field. So, Jamie, thank you so much for sending that picture. I love this video. Check it out. She's like, there's a weird bird bird. It's a roadrunner on the front porch.
That is a weird bird.
Hanging out there. They are so fun to watch if you've never seen them in Oklahoma.
On the table.
You really do see them sometimes on the side of the road, and they are fast. Now, today it's all about the heat. Temperatures in the 70s. Stay cool, stay hydrated. 99 degrees for an afternoon high. The heat index about 104. Where are we headed from here? Well, up. We'll talk about how hot we get when relief arrives coming up right after this. Don't go.
Your Oklahoma Ford dealers and News 9 want you to have a summer of fun. This is your cue to text for your chance to win 5 free classes from the Sweat Society. Plus, every winner gets a chance to win a new Ford Bronco Sport. Text Society to 79640. You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9 this morning.
Your headlines here at 6:30. Some breaking news from overnight on the southwest side of the metro. A building goes up in flames near Southwest 29th and Independence. You can see the smoke right there from our Mathis Cam, the Lucky Star Skycam network. And our crew was also there on scene just before 3 o'clock this morning. At this point, we're asking fire crews what may have started that fire.
A big arrest here in Oklahoma. The OSBI arrests an active duty Air Force captain accused of possessing child sexual abuse material. Agents say the images were reported online and then traced back to Matthew Luis Sanchez. He's been booked into the Cleveland County Jail in Norman. News 9 has learned he has since bonded out of jail.
Temperatures are climbing into the triple digits this week, and we can expect to see a rise in heat illnesses from exhaustion to heat stroke. IMSA says if you stop sweating, but your body temperature keeps rising, that is heat stroke. They say make sure you're drinking water. Even if you're not thirsty, hydrate before so you don't get dehydrated later. Wear loose, light-colored clothing and try to stay in the shade or cooler areas if possible.
Boy, it can hit you quickly, that's for sure.
Yeah, Lacey was reminding me this morning that we're actually pretty lucky. Last week was so nice. This is about what we should expect in July, right?
This is normal, honestly.
Right. We've had it too nice that we haven't had to deal with the heat, but it's back to reality for Oklahomans, Lacey.
We soak up every dip in the road, don't we? Every time it's like, man, this cloud cover is nice. Or the rain that we had, the thunderstorms that we had, very nice. We have full sun, guys, today, and the heat dome is situated right over Oklahoma, giving us some of our hottest temperatures of the season so far. Now, this is a live look on your Monday morning. It's 6:32. This is our Lucky Star Skycam network. This is River Sport in downtown Oklahoma City. We'll be talking much more about it. The Canoe Slalom World Championships taking place starting this morning. Kylie Dedman is there. We'll be checking in with her. Let me show you the temperatures over the next several days. 90s, triple digits off and on. If the air temperature is not at 100, the heat index will, with very little in the way of rainfall until we get to Friday night and early Saturday. In the meantime, it's sunshine. You want the sunglasses and the sunscreen. 72 degrees is where we're sitting. 75 in Stillwater, 72 in Stillwater, in Seminole, that is, and it is 70 in Clinton, 71 in Lawton. Very warm right now. South winds, not a whole lot of that. There have been some days this summer where we've been hot, but you've had a breeze. Not much of a breeze today. Temperatures quickly warming to 87 by 10, 99 by 4 o'clock today across the state, upper 90s and triple digits. So coming up in full weather, we'll talk about your 9-day forecast, our hottest days, our hottest heat indices, a few storm chances Friday night. We'll detail that, and then a pattern change is on the way. You got to wait till the end of the month. We'll talk about the path of that heat dome coming up.
Our big story this morning, 2 people are dead, 3 others wounded when a fight at an Oklahoma City restaurant, Dos Cinco, escalates into a deadly shooting.
Oklahoma City detectives tell us multiple people have been taken into custody. This was at the scene at Southwest 25th and Robinson. News 9's Brianna Brown joins us now from police headquarters with the update this Monday morning on the investigation. Brianna?
Robin, Oklahoma City police say what started as a fight this weekend inside a Dos Cinco Mexican restaurant quickly turned deadly after multiple shots were fired. We have video of what that scene looked like just around midnight on Sunday near Southwest 25th. Police say 5 people were shot and transported to the hospital, and on the way to the hospital, 1 person died and another person died due to their injuries just hours later. In a statement, Dos Cinco says in part, our security team conducted conducted security screenings at the entrance. However, firearms were somehow brought into the establishment, and we're doing everything possible to prevent a tragedy like this from happening again. According to police, multiple people were taken into custody, but we don't have any suspect information right now. We'll keep you updated here live at police headquarters. Brianna Brown for Oklahoma Zone, News 9.
All right, Brianna, thanks so much. We will be talking with police today, learning the names and condition of the remaining victims. Look for that coming up on News 9 later today.
6:34 your time right now. An Ardmore man is behind bars this morning, accused of breaking down a woman's door and then beating her with a gun. She had to be flown to the hospital. All of this happened Friday night. Officers say after attacking the victim, the suspect seen here, Reuben Colton, then barricaded himself inside a nearby home. Police say that he was arrested after a short standoff.
All right, let's see how we're doing on the morning drive. It's a Monday morning, 6:35, and this is a live look from our Lucky Star Skycam network, our Integris cam, looking there at Northwest Expressway, not too far from where they're doing that construction on the May Avenue Bridge that is basically gone. There's a lot of construction across the metro right now. Sun's coming up, gorgeous start to the day. Buckle up and drive safely.
A big update here. The FDA says lettuce samples from Taylor Farms in California resulted in a false positive for the parasite Cyclospora. The produce company says it has now completed a voluntary recall of iceberg lettuce from its central Mexico facility after it was initially linked to this big outbreak of hundreds of illnesses caused by the parasite. The lettuce was distributed to dozens of states, including Oklahoma, and sold at Taco Bell, Walmart, and other restaurants. Taylor Farms says it is committed to working with public health officials as the investigation continues. But again, that was a false positive.
All right, back here at home, a big milestone in downtown today. Crews expected to begin laying concrete foundations right here for the billion-dollar Continental Coliseum. You're taking a live look at the site from our Bob Mills construction cam. The Coliseum, they're basically getting things ready to go. It will be opening in 2028, and today the work begins for the concrete is going to start taking shape quickly. Can't wait.
Makes sense. Oh my
105-0-0.
goodness. Hey, speaking of soccer, OKC United, which is our new professional soccer team in the city, hosted its first fan event over the weekend. It allowed founding season ticket holders to pick up the first ever merchandise for the team. They just rolled out the colors and the name last week. They've already got things printed on merchandise. Team officials are explaining why people have already started showing so much support.
So we have to capture this momentum. We have a fan base that is growing exponentially by the day. So, of course, we need to be able to provide that to Oklahoma City. Why not?
The team will compete in the USL and start playing at the new MAPS 4 Stadium when it opens in 2028. They just broke ground on the stadium.
I just kept thinking Messi was going to pull it out.
I did too.
I kept thinking he's done it every game almost.
Every single time.
And then you're like, come on, we're at 7 minutes away.
Man, it was a good game.
It's a long time to go 0-0, Mike, because we're like, how is it halftime already?
I know, my husband was like, I'm going to watch that game. I said, fast forward through the first half, the second half. Get
Just
to the extra time.
There you go. Oh, man.
Boy, a lot of talk about today as far as the weather is concerned. We turn to Lacey. A lot of people have been staying inside watching soccer, Lacey, and I think that's probably going to continue.
Yeah, try to find ways to beat the heat, whether you're in the air conditioning or you're out at the bodies of water across Oklahoma. And for folks that have to work outdoors and you're in neither, man, you got to hydrate and take it seriously. There's Hurricane Harbor there on Reno. Always a fun place to go in the summertime, too. Those big old slides, those lines will probably be long today. Sun came up at 6:30, temperatures in the 70s. We're quickly warming today, 90 degrees by 11 a.m. We're scorching this afternoon, 99, that heat dome right over the Central Plains. Are we breaking records? There's a lot of triple digits on the 9-day. That's coming up.
Also coming up, more police release body cam footage of officers saving a baby from a DUI crash. The moment caught on camera next.
Also coming up on News 9 at 9, the annual Full Draw Film Tour is coming to Oklahoma in 2 weeks. We're talking with the creators of one of the films that you'll be able to see. It's later this morning.
Hey, this Saturday, July 25th, you can meet News 9's weather team at Bob Mills Furniture on Reno Avenue. All of our meteorologists, our pilot Mason Dunn and Bob Mills Sky News 9, and all of our storm trackers will be out there. It's the big Touch a Truck event. It is Saturday from 9 to 11 o'clock.
First one for Mason, right? So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Nice. Get the helicopter out there too. Lacey folks love this, and they get there early, and 9 a.m. That's a good time to start.
There's t-shirt giveaways, which are really, really cool. They have the David Payne bingo card.
Such a good shirt.
Yeah, they've updated some of the sayings. And
Grandma at the casino, right? That's a good one.
So that's always fun too. So it's a great event, 9 to 11 out at Bob Mills. Yeah, we'll all be there. Look forward to it every year.
You love folks coming by, talking weather, telling their own weather stories.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of weather this year. The spring was absolutely crazy. We had record tornadoes several months, or at least close to it. And then we had all the wind once we hit to June and early July.
They're still cleaning up in Norman.
Absolutely. Still just getting some of the tree debris out of yards. And that's the case in many communities. A lot of folks have been impacted by Oklahoma weather. We want to hear your stories, though, for sure. So
and now the heat comes.
Yeah, and now we're cooking. Yes. Rain chances going away for several days. We're watching a storm Friday night. That's our next chance of rain, really, as far as more widespread. And even that's pretty slim. So the drought and the heat, the big story. Stay cool, stay hydrated. A lot of folks headed to downtown Oklahoma City and then over to Riversport. That's a live look right now. Do you see all the flags there? 50 different countries represented today for the Canoe Slalom World Championships. Kylie Dedman is live there. We'll be checking in with her throughout the day. And the river, look at that. It's like glass this morning. Look at the Oklahoma River. It's beautiful. The area lakes look like that too. No strong winds in the forecast. Very light, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Have the sunscreen. Dress appropriately. Light colored, loose fitting clothing on a day like today. Mid upper 90s, and it's going to feel so much hotter. Now, speaking of the bodies of water, now I can't put every lake on here. There's like 200 Oklahoma, but I just picked some. And these are the lake levels because we did have big time rains with those storms in June and early July. So Call Lake is still 7 feet above normal. Skytook right at average. I was there yesterday. It's gorgeous. Hayburn right now pretty close to normal. Keystone has come down some at 6 feet up, and then Metro lakes are close to, if not below average, and the drought is still just raging on in western Oklahoma, and many of those lakes are below normal. We're kicking into high gear with our temperature, with our heat index. Today is hot, but tomorrow up to 108 for feel-like temperatures. We will be at our hottest temps of the season so far for central Oklahoma. Not quite as hot. We do get some relief, okay? So we'll take what we can get Wednesday and Thursday, and then we're right around 100 to 105 for the next several days into next week. And then it's really around the 29th that the pattern change comes back, and it looks a lot better. Currently, we've had a few thunderstorms to the south. Those have gone away. We are dry. We're clear. And in fact, skyline is just gorgeous on your Monday morning. Your Lucky Star Sky Cam Network heading to work this morning. It's 72. Let the fresh air in. It's the coolest it's going to be for quite some time. These lows are going to get a lot warmer. It's 75 in Stillwater, 71 in Chickasha, 72 in Clinton, mid 70s in northern Oklahoma. Winds are 5 to 10 miles per hour. And just get ready for the heat. A lot of folks are going to be watering extra for your lawns, your flower beds, your potted plants. When it's this hot, everything. It doesn't take long for them to just die, shrivel up and die in these types of conditions. So just be prepared. 99 by 4, 104 degrees will be our maximum heat index, I do believe, in central Oklahoma. 99 Ada, 98 in Enid, 101 in Alva, and then tacking on the humidity at central and eastern Oklahoma, where it's going to be the hottest. We've got an area of low pressure going on up into Canada. I love this map. So what you're seeing here on water vapor is the clockwise flow around the heat dome. It's a big bubble, which now it's tipped to the south. We told you it was drifting southward, heading towards Oklahoma. The main jet stream track goes up around it, and what that's doing is coming back on the south side. So this is now a developing tropical storm. This will be only our second named storm. The hurricane season has just been pretty much non-existent so far, but Bertha will get developed later today, continuing. Bertha will birth, okay, as we head towards the afternoon. Later today, becoming a tropical storm, likely not a hurricane, making its way towards Louisiana and making landfall sometime around Thursday. But the bulk of the rain stays off the coast. So if you have plans, maybe this is your week for your summer vacation with your kiddos, or you have friends or family headed down to the Gulf Coast. This is moving away from Florida today, and it's going to be making its way back towards Texas, but falling apart. And unfortunately, it'd be nice if Bertha would come to Oklahoma. That would help with rainfall, but that's just not going to be the case. Stays down in Texas and fizzles out. The heat dome keeps pushing to the south, and that's going to allow a storm to ride in. That's Friday night. Might give us a few thunderstorms, some slightly cooler temperatures, and then next week late, we see the heat dome shove pretty far back to the west, and some cooler temperatures in eastern portions of our nation try to work their way our direction. That's our next chance for real relief. Lows tonight will be in the mid-upper 70s. Tomorrow, triple digits ranging from 102 to 105 across the state. Humidity factored in tomorrow, 105, 108, up to 114 degrees. So blistering heat over the next few days. Like truly, the concrete can blister the kiddos' feet over the next few days. The slides as well. Triple digits continue all the way into the weekend and early next week. I'll send it back to you guys at the news desk.
Okay, so hand me baby. Okay. Bring baby over here. Over here. We're gonna get you out back this way. Hey, baby.
More police released new video showing the moments officers save an 11-month-old after a DUI crash. Officers say the baby's mother made an illegal left turn and continued through a red light before crashing and overturning the SUV. Police say no one was injured as a result of the crash, but the mother, Skylar Martinez McCallie, was arrested for DUI and for child endangerment.
Hundreds of international athletes have come to the Metro for this week's Canoe Slalom World Championship. We're live at River Sport. There's Kylie with a big preview. It's coming up after the break.
The countdown to the LA 2028 Olympics is underway, and today the ICF Canoe Slalom World Championships begin at River Sport OKC.
Boy, this is the chance to see these elite athletes because hundreds of athletes from around the world are here looking to earn ranking points in their first steps towards an Olympic medal. Our Kylie Dedman is live at River Sport OKC this morning with a preview of the big tournament. Kylie, good morning.
Robin, Lacey, good morning. We're just a few hours away from the water rushing in, the deck being dropped, and athletes battling it out, trying to get back here to the Olympics in 2 years. Now, if you already have tickets for the Olympics, for the canoe slalom events, or maybe you're curious what exactly canoe slalom is, this is your chance to come and see the Olympic caliber competitions up close before the event kicks off in 2 years. Now, over the next several days, athletes from all over the country will be here, and they're actually expected to compete in the 2028 Olympics as they battle for qualification in the next Summer Games. Just an exciting time right now. Organizers say this week's World Championship is the most significant ICF event outside of the Olympics. And organizers also say that hosting this event is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So if you're interested in coming and checking out what canoe slalom is, or you want to get a little preview, if you have those tickets, you can come, and you have to have tickets for one day, and then you can also have day passes for the entire week as well. And tickets, and they also the event kicks off today at 9:30. So just such an exciting time. And about all those athletes coming in from 50 different countries, they have flags all over River Sport OKC. So it's super exciting. Hundreds of athletes are going to be here, and 50 different countries will be here represented. So definitely come out to River Sport OKC this week for something fun. Reporting live here at River Sport OKC, Kylie Dedman, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Yeah, Kylie, thanks so much. The Parade of Nations over the weekend was beautiful. The competition runs from today through Saturday if you'd like to check it out. We're back after this.
2 people are dead, 3 others wounded when a fight turns into a shooting inside a southwest Oklahoma City restaurant and bar. This all unfolded Saturday night into Sunday at Dos Cinco. That's near Southwest 25th and Robinson. Detectives are now trying to identify everyone involved.
Well, the FDA says lettuce samples from Taylor Farms resulted actually in a false positive for that parasite Cyclospora. The company says it has completed a voluntary recall of iceberg lettuce after it was initially linked to an outbreak of the illness caused by the parasite. Taylor Farms says it's committed to working with public health officials as the investigation now continues into that outbreak.
And Spain beats defending World Cup champions Argentina in a double overtime win, 1-0, making this their second ever World Cup title.
Well, there you go. All right, how about a final check on the morning drive for you if you're heading out here at 7 a.m. from the Lucky Star Skycam Network. Broadway extension looking A-OK. Traffic southbound picking up this morning. Buckle up and drive safely if you're headed out the door.
You can almost see the heat.
You can.
Yeah.
You can see the haze, the humidity. As you step outside, it is already steamy, guys, and the heat index will be about 104 this afternoon. Dangerous heat index the next several days. A bit of relief for next into early parts of the week, midweek, but man, in the meantime, very, very hot.
Keep your cool, right?
Thanks for joining us.